Hi, this is Dan Smigrod, founder of the Matterport User Group Forum. I'm at Inman Connect San Francisco 2016, and I'm in the booth for Circle Vision, and I'm with the two co-founders, Akira and John. Forgive me, Bob. And so Circle Visions is actually a Matterport service provider, and their actually bigger business is actually video and aerial video, etc. Photography, so visual storytelling for real estate agents. But they're here today at Inman Connect showing off some interesting experimental technology. So Akira and Bob, maybe you can roll tape and tell us a little bit about it.
So what you're seeing on the screen here is it's a property that's going to be completely torn down and renovated from the ground up.
So we're looking at a real aerial photography at the moment.
So it shows off the neighborhood and the area of the home where it is now, and this is the rendering of the proposed.
All right, so this is the way cool part to look at. This is actually an unbuilt space. The architect has provided Circle Visions with a .dwf file in order to take the data, to convert the data into a three-dimensional model of an unbuilt space.
Exactly.
So can you pick it up in terms of who's doing the design? How did that all happen?
So we get the DWF, and then their interior decorator gave us a lot of input as to what kind of furnishings and how the look of the building was going to be. So we incorporated that. We put the furnishings in based on the descriptions that the interior decorator gave us. And we incorporated 4K footage and photos, so when you look out the window, you get the view you would get from that window. Our animators put all this together in about 2.5 weeks from receiving of the files and the descriptions to delivery.
So what I'm looking at is I consider this an unbelievable experience because many of us as Matterport service providers will call on a potential client. For example, it may be a builder, community builder. They may have 30 properties, 60 properties. They may be in multiple states, and not all those properties exist today. So it's like, oh, this is a really interesting solution, this Matterport thing, but could you come back in 18 months when the property is built, and maybe we'll shoot something for sales purposes. Now imagine instead that conversation switches to, well, our spaces don't exist yet. Could you still do the same thing with an unbuilt space? And so here you have Circle Visions in the San Francisco Bay Area already delivering these kinds of solutions to their clients, as I understand it, not quite ready to have a conversation with maybe other members of the Matterport User Group Forum, but it's something they're thinking about, is how they might be able to offer this solution to other businesses, and in our case, which would be Matterport service providers. So essentially, you would have be able to have a solution for walking into a company and be able to offer 3D and VR of built and unbuilt spaces.
Exactly.
Does that kind of summarize it?
Yeah, so we're looking to be able to offer videos like this, as well as a VR experience using the HTC Vive, or just a keyboard mouse, WSD, and the mouse to look around and explore the environment for yourself. Yeah,
so Akira, if you don't mind holding that up just for a second, so it's not like we can show you what the HTC Vive experience looks like, but I checked it out before we actually started to roll tape. It's very cool. Now imagine what you're looking at. We're doing the VR experience.
You can actually show it on screen.
Yeah.
I can show you the keyboard and mouse.
Let's do that.
Sure. Here's this. Launch Steam VR. Give it a second to launch up.
Okay, so and their Vive, the HTC Vive experience for Circle Vision, still somewhat experimental. It's not really a commercial solution today, but again, it's really fun, meeting other Matterport service providers that are doing way cool, interesting things that may not be, exactly using Matterport, but are certainly in the 3D VR space doing interesting and engaging things. So, there's the 3D model. Now imagine and earlier I was walking through this space with the VR. So, if I could just say three things to Matterport service providers, virtual reality, virtual reality, virtual reality. You gotta dive in, even if it still feels like it's somewhat early in the process, because this ultimately is one of the ways that people will go there before they get there. So, Akira, anything else I should ask you? Bob?
Yeah, so in essence what we're doing is we're combining all the different technologies.
A little bit louder for us, got a lot of ambient sound, Bob.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so we combine video, we combine photography, we combine Matterport and extract the data from Matterport to offer this bird's eye view of property. And we're now going into VR.
Yeah. So think about you may think of yourself as a Matterport service provider. This is a great example of a Circle Vision's thinking about themselves really as visual storytellers and using whatever tools or paintbrushes or whatever's in the sandbox that's the appropriate way to help tell a story.
Yeah.
And so whether that's Matterport, 3D, VR, architect files that get converted into virtual staging, floor plans, video, aerial, painted rocks, whatever it is that I've missed. So anyway, we've been talking with Akira and Bob, the co-founders of Circle Vision. I'm Dan Smigrod, founder of the Matterport User Group Forum, reporting from Inman Connect San Francisco 2016. Thanks for joining us, and thanks Bob. Thanks Akira, appreciate you. Thank you for talking with us.